Ferdinand de Saussure, and linguistics. The linguistic system in each individual's brain is constructed from experience with signifiers. It is also seen as a mirror of thoughts based on universal logic. This is due to language being a series of symbols. So, a little bit of a background on Saussure. He was born in Geneva, Switzerland on November 26, 1857. He died on February 22, 1913 in Vauflins-le-Château, Switzerland. He was widely nicknamed as the grandfather of linguistics and semiotics. Linguistics is defined as the scientific study of language and its structure. So this includes the study of morphology, syntax, phonics, and semiotics. He narrowed his focus down more into semiotics. Saussure defines semiotics as the study of the life of signs within society. This is where his main linguistic theory stems from. As for his education, he studied comparative linguistics in Geneva, Paris, as well as Leipzig, Germany. His main influences were Emile Durkheim, Auguste Laskin, Heinrich Zimmer, and Hermann Oldenburg. His most notable work is A Course in General Linguistics. This work was published in 1916 by his former students. It was all based on notes taken from his lectures in Geneva. So, according to Saussure, language is arbitrary. This basically means that there is no physical relationship between a word for something and that actual something. So, to put this into an example, this means that the word for toe has no tangible connection to an actual toe. So this shows that words don't look like the actual thing that they are representing. They are just connected because of language. So this then connects to how there are many different languages which all have a different word for what we know as toe. And each of these languages have their own signifier, which is the word. Therefore, words are just signifiers for what they represent. Words are signifiers, and what they represent are known as signified. One cannot exist without the other. Signifiers are differential and relational. This means that they can only make sense in relation to other signifiers. So, signifiers cannot exist without their relationship to other signifiers as well. To put this one into an example, we only know that the word toe refers to a toe because we know that the word finger doesn't. It isn't that there is something inherent in the word toe that makes a connection with toes. Saussure also distinguished between the use of language, or parole, and system of language, or langue. Parole is what an individual speaks, and langue is what is shared by the community of a language. So, langue is an abstract system of signs shared by a speech community. This means that those who share a language, and more specifically a dialect, are what is called a speech community. Parole is what an individual develops as a language. This is why individuals tend to develop their own slang. So, in conclusion, language is a system of interconnected units, the signifiers and the signified. each individual system will vary as well, but each belong to a speech community, which is determined by their language and dialect. And then there's my works cited.